You are not your doubts, fears, or misperceptions. However, in your childhood, you had people trying to teach you right from wrong, trying to teach you about what to believe and what not to believe. And they had good intentions, but it's what you perceived about what they said or even didn't say, because children can pick up on their parents' energy real quick. They understand the pain points of the parent, even if they can't verbalize them. And we developed a sense of self or a perception of who we are and what we deserve based on what they were delivering to us. We're like, well, they would tell us the truth, wouldn't they? They wouldn't lie to us. And when that happens, they weren't trying to lie to us. They just didn't give us the whole truth. And that is what I want to share with you today, is when you have a belief system about yourself that is lacking truth, light, or love. Truth, light, and love are all one and the same. They're synonymous, right? You can interchange those words one for another. If you are holding a belief system about yourself or about other people or about your life or about your situation or your experiences that has a lack of truth, love, or light, you're suffering. And what I mean by that is that you're struggling. You're struggling to feel the fullness of the light and love that you are. So if we take those belief systems and we just pick them apart a little bit, we challenge them, right? We check and see if it's actually true. We can see where fear has been added into the mix and made it worse. So it's kind of like a recipe, like you want to make this beautiful chocolate cake, right? And you misread the instructions. It was your misperception of what was called for in the recipe. So you like put in the right amount of flour and you put the right amount of sugar and the right amount of eggs and any other ingredients that goes in there, but you misread the 1 tablespoon of salt and you thought it said 1 cup. And you took a cup of salt and put it in the mix and it mixed up. It looks good. Like doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with it. You put it in a pan, it rises, you put the frosting on it, it looks like a really yummy chocolate cake. But then you cut into it and you take a bite and you immediately spit it out because it's lacking sweetness. It's too salty. And that's literally what our thoughts and our beliefs that hold a lack of light, love, or truth, they're just too salty. It's like that is the most unpleasant thing in the whole wide world. So if we notice our negative emotions and we notice the depth, like it could be a slightly negative, it could be really negative, right? We notice the depth of the saltiness, the negativity of our emotions. That's when we start to go, oh wait, maybe it's lacking truth. Maybe it's lacking love, lacking light. Because anything that comes from pure love, and pure love is the absence of judgment. Anything that comes from pure love feels good. It feels good. We all want love, right? We all want to be able to deliver the kind of love that it's not about I love you, it's about I love. You are love. You are this energy of high vibing love and light and truth. So if this is who you are, anytime that there's judgment involved, it creates a fear. And so instead of love, light, and truth involved in your thoughts and beliefs, there is a high level, or any level of fear because judgment is present. So truth, love, and light feels super good. And anything short of that, because fear is mixed in, we got too much salt in the batter, it doesn't feel as good, or it feels really, really bad. If you're feeling bad, it doesn't mean that it's going to always be that way, because you can get out a fresh mix and you mix up the batter, and this time a teaspoon is not a cup of salt, right? And you get that batter in its fullness. It's well balanced. It's got all the ingredients in the right order. You bake the cake, you take a bite, and it's like, that feels so good because it's just the right amount. It's got balance to it. And that's what we're trying to do with your emotions. We're trying to balance them out. So it's not so heavy on the fear side. It's not so salty in your life. And instead, it just has more of that love and light and the goodness of truth and all the things that feel good, because that is the highest essence of who you are. you're a perfect chocolate cake.